Welcome to the Traveling Maya Fire channel. Sit by the fire and let us share ideas to make a better world and build community.
Hi YouTubers, welcome to the Traveling Maya Fire. My name is Alex and I have a question for you. But before I ask the question, I want to tell you a little bit about this video and a little bit about myself. I'm originally from the highlands of Guatemala. Some natives would call it Guatemala. Specifically, I'm from Quiche Maya, and I migrated to the US. I moved to the US when I was 5, and then somehow ended up in New England. When I was in New England, I did move from one town to another town, which the positive thing about that is that I was adaptable and I was able to get to meet different people. And I also had different teachers, different classrooms, different friends. And that was one of the difficult parts, was to keep friends or have friends, because whenever I felt that I was making a good friend, I would move. So that was for a few years, 5 or 6 years, and then I went back to Guatemala. And that was a very great experience in the aspect of I got to meet my family there. I got to try the food, learn the traditions, get to see the country. And also, I saw the difference of lifestyle in the US and a developing country. And that brought a lot of gratitude to my life, and just being able to have a different perspective to see how things work differently. Eventually, I did move back to the US. And I lived in the Midwest for a while, close to Lake Michigan, which is so beautiful. And eventually I moved back to New England. And then I somehow started working my way up north. I went to the Adirondacks and then to the Green Mountains, which is where I'm at right now, building this fire over here. And this is how I am here. And I had this desire to be creative and start something new, and at the same time be able to build community. And there's different ideas that came into mind. I thought of going to church. Church people are very kind and welcoming. They are willing to break bread with you. And I'm sure, as some of you know, there's other stuff that comes with church too, of having a certain belief and being a certain way. And that is something that at the moment I am not interested in. But I do want to encourage that if somebody watching this video is interested in that, and that's something that you want, and that's a way to build community, please, do that and be part of community. We have this scientific research that it is important to be in community and have that relationship with people in person. At the same time, I find myself in this way where I need to explore and have a better sense of self-actualization, and curious of what I want to be, and also like what I can become that I can't even imagine right now what 5, 10, 15 years could look for myself. So I came through this crossroad of, okay, I want to do something. I want to definitely build community. I also want to connect with people. And I want to talk about topics and things that are very, first of all, interesting to me, but also that could be helpful for others as well. And have these conversations where sometimes it's difficult to have these conversations with your coworkers or the people who you socialize. If you're in school, people who you're in school with. And I kept thinking, like, how can I, create a community that I could attract these people? And here I am. I am creating this channel for that same reason, is to attract people that have the same mentality, and maybe not necessarily the same mentality, but share the same values of trying to create a better world in the one that we live now. It could look different for everybody. I think that what one person could do here in the US or in a particular community could look a lot more different than what a person can do, let's say, in Vietnam, Guatemala, Chile. And I think that it is possible that we all could do something to make our communities better. So the question that I originally have is, how do we create that community through my channel, through other channels on YouTube? I know that there are many, many people out there with great ideas. And I feel like part of the philosophy that makes sense to me now is that we all hold a piece of the puzzle of how to answer these questions. There are things that I have that can help you, and there are things that you have that you can help me. And that is something beautiful, because it brings this thing of unity. Like, how can we unite? And I came through this philosophy, which makes sense to me, and I would love to hear what you think. And it's the difference between fear and love. I think a lot of the times we act out of fear, and some of the times we act out of love. And where is that balance? I think fear is not a bad thing. I think fear could be good, right? You see some lion coming your way or a bear, and that fear of the possibilities of what that animal could do to you is important, and you need to make sure you put yourself and your loved ones in a safe place where you're not going to be eaten by a bear. And I think that we are also programmed to act out of fear, and that we act out of fear more than we think we do. Or at least I could speak for myself when I sit down and contemplate and I talk and I see the way I'm showing up, and some of the times it's out of fear without knowing. So back to the definition or the difference between fear and love. Fear, Acting out of fear is this divisive way. It's you divide. And that's a good way of looking at it, is like, are my actions bringing me closer to my brothers and sisters, or is my action dividing and separating me from my brothers and sisters? You know, brothers and sisters could be your colleagues, could be the people who you work, your clients, your students, your teachers, professors. That's what I mean by brothers and sisters, not in a churchy or different way. So those are the questions that I have, and I would like to explore, and I would love to hear from you. That what are these topics? What are these questions that we can ask, right? Like AI. AI is an interesting topic right now. Is AI gonna destroy humanity? Many people think it is. Other people think that it could help humanity. Where do I stand? I feel like I go back and forth with it. And I think that we could also share with each other what are those fears that we see and how we can turn it into love and be able to unify people coming together. So that's part of my unscripted first video of what I want to do. If you would like to be part of this community, I would like you to be part of this community. I would like to be part of your community. Please subscribe. Also, hit the like button. But most importantly, comment below. Let me know what are things that, as a new YouTuber, I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing, and how can we deeply connect in a different level that we have been connecting to be able to move forward and unite as humans. So please let me know. Thank you for showing up. Talk to you soon.